Hi Taurus, welcome. This is going to be your career reading. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, feel free to check out one of the other videos later on in the month. Without further ado, let's get started. What message do I have for Taurus in regards to their career? A clear and concise message for Taurus in regards to their career. I'll provide them with some clarity. Okay, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, right off the bat here, it looks like you're involved in an extremely toxic work situation here. Let's just jump into this. This could be in relation to a job or business, whatever it is that you do, but there's some really challenging energy here that we're going to get into. So let's look at your present. Your present card, we've got the Queen of Wands. So it looks like right now in your current position, you are above entry level wherever you are. You may not be at necessarily management level, or you possibly could be at management level. More than likely, you'll be at a management level, but whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you, the career path you've actually chosen, you're utilizing your passion. So whatever it is, you're utilizing your skill set that you've developed over time, and you really are actually passionate about the work that you do. Either you're very passionate about it, or you're extremely skilled at the work that you do. It allows you to really utilize some skill sets that come really naturally to you, and you attract a lot of, especially if you are self-employed, you attract a lot of good clients. The wands always represent business and career, so you may not be at the mastery level quite yet, but you're really close. So you've really mastered a lot of things, but you aren't at necessarily the elite level that you may want to get to. You've still got a few steps to go before you've gotten to that point. Now here we've got the action that you need to take, and it's clear that whatever is going on in your career, you got a huge decision to make. You've got to utilize your judgment with a particular situation, because the devil representing here is what's constant in your career path, what's constant at either your job or within your career. And there's some real toxicity here. So if it's not toxicity, because this is what's going to remain constant, if nothing else changes, unfortunately, if you are in a toxic work environment, it's not changing anytime soon. There are people, there are policies, there are procedures, there's possibly the way that you do business that you can objectively see. There are places where you could improve, not just procedurally, but culturally in this environment. And unfortunately, that's not going to change. That's going to remain a constant for you. Now, if it's something, there's another way to look at this. If you are someone who possibly works for yourself or you don't work in an environment with a lot of people, the constant could be that you're going to be really tied to your work, meaning that there's not going to be a healthy work-life balance for you in the career path that you have. Even if you're really, really passionate about it, you're going to be really tied to your job, putting in a ton of hours. It's not going to be a job where you can work 9 to 5 and come home and it requires no other additional thought. Once you're home, you can leave work at the office. This card here in the constant position says you're not going to be able to leave work at the office, whatever that is. You are taking it with you and it's a constant in your life. And that's something that you may want to work on. Is even though you're extremely passionate about what you do, you may want to try to figure out, with the Devil card coming here, how you can begin to reestablish an equilibrium between work and personal, because it's really calling on you to do that, especially with some of the other cards we'll get to. So right now, you view your current career. This is how you view it, and this is represented by the Hangman. And there are 2 ways that I'm really reading this here, and it could go either way. But with this Hangman, you could be actively looking at ways to look at something from a different perspective here, so that you can adjust and have a better work-life balance here. Or you could view your job or your career, what you're doing, as something you're tied to. You can see how this man is bound to this tree. He's not going anywhere. So even if you're passionate about it and super skilled at it, you're so tied to it that it's kind of taken over your life in a sense. In the position of the change needed, you got the Tower card. This is calling for a very, very drastic change. You're gonna have to rethink the way you're approaching your career and the way you do things to reestablish the balance that you need, because if you don't, you could crash and burn with this card. This is really a warning that you could burn out so quickly, and that you could possibly already be burning out. And I hope you kind of heed this as a warning, because you don't want this change to come completely out of the clear blue sky when you aren't prepared for it. This is a card that's really calling for you to prepare so you can avoid a burnout, a disaster happening within your career path. You want to avoid this, especially if you're working in that toxic environment. This could be a major blow up. So you really need to possibly change your environment, even though you may be really passionate about what you do. This could be asking for you to completely restructure, tear everything apart, and look at it from each element, the bare bones of it, and reconstruct it in a way that's healthier. If you can do that in this particular organization, especially if this is within a company. If not, this Tower could be calling for you to make the change yourself and to pluck yourself out of an environment like this and move into something that is healthier for you. In the past, challenges that you've had, especially at this workplace, it's been challenging for you to get the recognition that you deserve at this job or within this organization. It's been really difficult for you to be acknowledged for the hard work that you do, or be acknowledged for the skills you possess. You could be overlooked in your job. Even though you're very skilled, they could be overlooking you as an asset. This also could be that if you're self-employed, it's been really difficult for you to reap the amount of clients that you'd like to, get the contracts that you'd like to acquire, or get the attention of someone specifically. Getting the attention of someone specifically that could help you catapult either this business or your career to a new level. You've had some struggles with that, and that could be tied to your environment. Now, in the outcome, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and you've got 2 queens here. The queens are utilizers. They know how to utilize what's in their suit. So you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this woman can utilize her skill set. This woman utilizes her practical knowledge and ability, finances, resources. She's very, very resourceful, and she's using those resources. So it's really, with the outcome here, you're going to be utilizing the resources that you have at your disposal to find a way to achieve either a better balance with your personal and work life, or to manifest a new position with that pentacle there, to manifest a new position either with outside of this organization, or if you're self-employed, you're going to be utilizing some resources or investments, especially if it's related to marketing, because the 6 of Wands can also represent soliciting attention through marketing. You're going to be utilizing some resources here to grow and build a stronger financial base with your current business or career. But it's going to require you to make some drastic changes here. It's not going to be simple, because there are certain things that are so fixed in this situation that you're going to literally have to destroy them and rebuild them in the image that you know would create more harmony for you, because there's a lot of disharmony right now, and you have a lot of the skills that you need to either completely extricate yourself from this toxic work environment and move to a different company or do something new, or build something on your own outside of this so you can utilize your skills and take it to the next level. So I hope that was really helpful for you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.